This is Change Your Mindset Podcast, the podcast that helps change your life by helping change the mindset of the 99% into the 1% mindset. Here's your host, Adrian Gomez.
Welcome to Change Your Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Adrian Gomez. So on this podcast, I want to go over what is your excuse. The reason I say this, on Sunday morning, I went to the gym. Like I said, I go early in the morning to the gym. And I was working out, minding my own business like I usually do, getting my sets in, getting my reps in, just working out. As I finished one of my sets, was on the back machine, and further out in the gym, I saw a young guy, probably in his, I'd say, early 20s. He was on crutches, so he had two crutches on both sides of his arms. At first, I thought maybe he just broke his leg, maybe he broke his ankle, something involving one of his legs, because that's what people usually use crutches for when they get injured from the leg or ankle, foot, whatever it may be. They use crutches. So what I noticed was this guy was with both crutches, and he only had one leg. And he wasn't just standing around, just sitting down, looking around, doing nothing. He was actually working out. And guess what body part he was working out? His leg. He's working out his one leg. And he was with another guy, probably a little bit younger than he was, that was helping him out with certain workouts. But as I continued working on my own, I obviously observed this from a distance. And I seen him still moving around with both crutches. He would go get his own weights, whether they were 10 pounders, 25 pounders, or 45 pounders. He wouldn't go get them himself. Now his friend or whoever else he was with, he got him both crutches, went to go pull the weights, and put them on the machine he was using. And he continued to do this for every machine he would use. He'd go get the plates and he'd put them onto the machine. And occasionally his friend would help him with certain workouts depending on what it was. But majority of the workouts, he did them on his own. This is a young man, like I said, probably early in his 20s, has one leg on crutches, working out his leg, one leg. So it made me realize, what are people's excuses? If this man has one leg, and I'm pretty sure he knows a lot of people are looking at him at the gym, probably feeling sorry for him. But guess what? He's not very sorry for himself. The thing that impresses me about people like this is they have one leg. For example, him. He's not playing victim. He's not saying, why me? Why am I stuck in this situation? He's continuing his life. He's still improving himself, even though he is missing a leg. And they can tell by looking at him, he didn't feel sad, he didn't feel sorry. He was fine, he was working out, he was grinding it, he was still getting it. He wasn't overweight, he was in shape. And the thing that baffles me is, nowadays people, like I said, take things for granted. Like I said, if you have both limbs, you have two legs, two arms, and you're still not going to the gym to better your life, to better yourself, what's your excuse? For someone who has one leg, who has to live with that for the rest of his life, still going to the gym early in the morning on a Sunday, what is your excuse? That you can't do the same thing, and you have all your limbs. And he doesn't. He's not making excuses. He's not feeling sorry for himself. He's not playing victim. He's not probably whining or complaining. He still showed up, knowing that people will be looking at him, and still hitting his only leg he has, still working out on it. He was doing machines that you would need for both legs, but he was using one leg. He was doing calf raises. He was doing pretty much every machine you could think of for legs, only using one leg. But majority of people can't even go to the gym, and they have both legs. And stuff like this baffles me, because I always say health is wealth. If you want to be the best version of yourself, obviously your health is very important. You know, it obviously factors in with your mental health. It's very important. For someone like this, who's going to the gym, I'm pretty sure he's mentally healthy. Because if he wasn't me showing up to the gym, he'd probably just be at home playing victim like majority of people do nowadays. Saying, why me? Why this happened to me? But no, he's not. He's still putting in work. No matter what situation he is in, he's still out there and getting it. For people like this, I don't feel sorry for them. I have the most respect for these people. Because people like that don't want you to feel sorry for them. They want to be respected. Because they want to be seen as your equal. And then I go back to, what is your excuse? Is it you're tired? You don't feel like it? You had a long day? You don't feel good? Your health is not important to you? Whatever your excuse is for not going to the gym and getting healthy and being the best version of yourself, I hope your excuse is better than a person that has one leg that's still going after it, still going to the gym. Because people like that, they're not making excuses. And neither see you. You should be the last person to make an excuse. Because like I always say, people have it way worse than we do. And we take a lot for granted nowadays. And even if we move this outside the gym to life in general, this guy is going to have one leg for the rest of his life. And he has to go through a lot of struggles that majority of us will never have to go through. But he's going to go through those struggles. He's going to have jobs that are going to be tough for him because he has one leg. His life's not going to be easier. It's going to be very difficult. But just by him going to the gym, I'm sure he's going to be fine. And I'm sure he's going to live his life to his full potential, even though he has one leg. And that's why we stress and so much. Why can't we be the best version of ourselves? Physically, mentally, financially. You have all limbs. You're not going to have to go through struggles that other people are going to have to go through. You have it good. Don't be a victim like society wants you to be. Go out there and get it. 'Cause most people wish they can do the things that you can do. But we never see that. We just always take life for granted. We take waking up every day for granted. And we just go through our days. Whether you have a job, you do your 8 hours, come home, do whatever you do, repeat it the next day. We never take full advantage of our lives. We just live it day by day. Some people aren't as fortunate as us. Some people have a lot more struggles than we do. And it's a damn shame if we don't be the best version of ourselves. Because we have the capability to. Whether you want to or not, that's up to you. But nowadays, a lot of people will never be the best version of themselves and will never live up to their full potential. And that's a damn shame. Like I always say, we have one life. Don't waste it. Because a lot of people would love to be in your situation. A lot of people would love to have 2 arms, 2 legs, be able to walk, be able to do a lot of things. Because I've seen it before, even at other gyms. People in wheelchairs still going to the gym. They're not making excuses. Why should you make an excuse? They have to suffer a lot more than you will ever have to. There's no reason to make excuses. No reason why you can't be the best version of yourselves. No reason why you can't go out and get it. But society doesn't tell you stuff like this. Society just wants you to be lazy, brainwash you, manipulate you. Unfortunately, that's how things are nowadays. And I made sure before I left the gym, I walked up to him. He was on the calf machine doing some calf raises with his friend. Wait till he finished his set. Talked to him and told him, "You have my respect." And he told me, "Thank you." Just remember, respect's never given, it's earned. If someone's going to do something like that, one leg, going to the gym, working out legs of all body parts, is one leg, you have my respect. Some people that have 2 legs don't even go to the gym, don't even work out legs. Someone who's that young, like I said, maybe his early 20s, going to the gym still, has to live with that the rest of his life. And most people will never see that or understand how we take things for granted and we just don't keep pushing ourselves forward to do things we don't want to do. because other people would be lucky and happy to do exactly what we could do. So, like I said before, what's your excuse? Another subject I want to talk about that I think is very important is that how we focus on other people's lives instead of trying to improve in our own. I'm referencing people like celebrities, professional sports players, or even music artists, whoever it is, people that you see on TV or people that you hear on the radio, wherever it may be. We're so fascinated with these people's lives that we even stop caring about our own. We care more about who they're dating or what they're even doing, whatever it may be. You even see on magazines, this person broke up with this person's dating this person did that. Or reality shows, how we actually watch other people's lives instead of focusing on our own to better our own lives. I think is a real problem nowadays because I see it too often. We're just brainwashed to watch other people's lives who are obviously successful, who are obviously have tons of money, but we never improve our lives. We stop focusing on our own lives. We do this rat race, how we just have our job, weekends off, do all over. While these people are living their best lives. They have money, they have whatever cars they want, they can go wherever they want. We're so fascinated and focused on their lives that we never improve on ours, for we have a life like that. We always say, oh, I wish I could have a life like that. Oh, I wish I can do that. Oh, I wish I had a house like that. I wish I had a car like that. You can, but you decide not to. That's how we're so brainwashed in this society nowadays, that people show you things and don't say you can have this too if you work hard. And some people do tell you this, like celebrities or whoever it is, and unfortunately some of them scam you. They say invest in this crypto coin, invest in this course, or do this, whatever it is. Take your money and then, not even that, you buy their product, whatever it's, for girls it's makeup, for guys whether it's clothing, whatever it is, you just make them richer. At the end of the day, this is how the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The rich take your money and you don't focus on your own life. You're too busy focusing on theirs. Who cares about their life? It's their life. Focus on your own. Because I can guarantee you, at the end of the day, those people don't know who you are. Those people don't care about you. It doesn't matter. I'm not saying all these people, there are still good people. There's good celebrities that have say good words, obviously motivational people. Not everybody. The majority of these people don't care about you. But yet we're so focused on their lives, on what they're doing, what movies they made, what songs they're making, whatever it is, we're so focused on it instead of improving our own life. It baffles me. And this is why people just stay poor. You don't self-improve. That's a huge problem we have in this society. We basically just look up to these people and we pretty much worship them. It's sad. Because like I said, these people don't even know you exist and they don't even care. They take your money and you stay in the same scenario, you go back to your job. That's your life. While they're, like I said, they're having a life you wish you could dream of, but you'll never get there because you're too focused on their life instead of your own. And things like social media, like Instagram, for example. Obviously, a main factor in this because on Instagram, all you pretty much basically see is people's lives. People are basically trying to show off. And honestly, all you basically see is the best part of people's lives. You don't see the worst part of people's lives being shown on here. They basically show you what trips are going on, if they got a new car, pretty much anything like that. Like I said, this is basically showing the best part of their lives. And this goes for celebrities that have millions of views. They're taking pictures of themselves or what they're doing, what they're eating, basically of their daily life, and they have millions of views. Like I said, they don't even know you exist, they don't even care about you. But for some reason, people are so focused on their lives. People just care so much about what they're doing, who they're dating, where they're going, what's coming out, what are they working on. But we don't even focus on our own lives. Which, like I said, baffles me. Because I think your life should be the number one priority, not theirs. But society tells you otherwise. Because all you see is other people's lives wherever you go. Whether it's on TV, outside on billboards, on social media, all you are shown is people's lives. Everywhere you go. And we're so focused on that, that we fail to improve on our own lives. And we never live to, like I said, to our full potential, and we never become the best version of ourselves, which I think is unfortunate. And then people like this, and they end up having fans that end up protecting them in the comments and social media, going back and forth with other people. For what? What's the reason of going protecting these people that don't even know you exist? Because, oh, she's my fan, or I love her, or I love him, whatever it is. He's my favorite player, whatever it is. That's great and all, but you're not even self-improving. And I think that social media really destroys, like I said, especially Instagram, is you see this luxurious lifestyle, or these people don't have jobs and, they're living their best life. And this is what causes people to be depressed, because they wish they could have that life, but they don't teach you or tell you how to do it. They're not telling you that it's hard work, that it takes time, takes consistency, takes discipline, and it takes you to stop thinking like everybody else. Because think about it. If you think like everybody else, you're going to end up just like everybody else with a job and working the rest of your life. And like I said before, I 100% support if you're following people or listening to people actually helping you improve your life. But majority of people aren't. Majority of people are watching people, whether it's comedy, doing these prank videos, or these dancing videos. This is all what people watch. We're brainwashed. Instead of focusing on our own lives, we watch content like this. This is why we're so brainwashed as a society that we don't ever self-improve anymore. We never reach our full potential. And like I always say, you can't blame anyone for where you're at in life. You only can blame the person looking back at you in the mirror. Because at the end of the day, I truly believe that's the only person that can change your life. Whether you're on these social media platforms, scrolling, watching people's lives, and not self-improving, that's on you. That's not on them, that's on you. Because you're the one supporting that. You'd rather be focused on other people's lives instead of self-educating yourself, whether it's finding a new job, or maybe you want to become self-employed, or you want to start your own business, whatever it is. Instead of educating yourself, especially financially educating yourself, that's on you. It's your choice. It's always going to be your choice. No one's going to tell you, hey, you need to go watch other people's lives. It's up to you. Like I always say, whatever you do in life, it's up to you. Wherever you end up in life, that's going to be on you. Majority of the listeners are here in the United States. You live in the land of opportunity. What's your excuse? You have none. You can be whatever you want. Can be a victim, but society wants you to be a victim. Society wants you to complain, blame other people, blame the rich, blame the country, whatever it is. They want you to blame others. It's not the other's fault. It's your fault. Because you control your own destiny, no matter what. So stop focusing on other people's lives. Start focusing on yours. Because you only have one life. And don't be making excuses. Because like I said, the story I told you at the beginning, that guy isn't making excuses. He's not feeling sorry for himself. He's still living his life. He's still going after it. No matter what the circumstance is. He used to do the same exact thing. Because he's going to have it harder than you do. So you have no excuses. The only people that have excuse is someone like that has one leg. But not even people like that are making an excuse. So what's yours? Thank you guys for listening to this podcast. As always, I appreciate you guys for listening, taking time out of your day. It means a lot for you to listen to this podcast. Thank you, Patreon member Blay262. I appreciate you. If you want to be a Patreon member, the link is down below in the description. Thank you guys as always. And I gotta say, whatever platform you're listening to, please subscribe, because it really does help the podcast. And if you can share with other people, it does truly help. It helps grow this podcast more than I can do by myself. Like I said, changing one life at a time, changing people's mindset to have a better life. At the end of the day, we want a better society. But it takes one listener at a time. So thank you guys as always. I appreciate you guys. Take care. Keep fighting. No excuses. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Change Your Mindset podcast. Be sure to tune in every week for a new episode. As always, change your mindset to change your life.